I enjoyed the competition, no doubt. But I think I enjoyed the competition with my friends. I didn't play the individual sports. So I just loved the camaraderie. I loved being next to your teammate, picking them up when they fall down, getting picked up when you get knocked down. And I think I'm realizing now that a lot of what I loved about the sports was just the journey that you have with the other teammates. It doesn't matter who we're playing. Like, we're just gonna go out there and we're gonna play hard. My dad, being African, he's from West Africa, and he's a negotiator because if you go to any of those kind of second, third world countries, there's bazaars you can go in and you negotiate. So we're sitting in front of Coach Dave Dye after we have our kind of recruiting trip, and he sits down and Coach Dye is like, "We want you. What's it gonna take to get you here?" And my dad, straight up, full scholarship, right? And Coach Dye says yes. And we played big schools. We played Grand Valley, played Saginaw, Wayne State, 15,000 students, 20,000 students, and we've got 1,500 students, right? So we're going into battle with some pretty big teams. I'll never forget my sophomore year. We're playing Ashland, and it's a tough game. It's a night game. It's under the lights. We're in the fourth quarter. We're coming down, and we're behind. They're on the 7-yard line, and they're driving. They're getting ready to go in the end zone. Our outside middle linebacker blitzes, and he hits the quarterback right when he's releasing a pass. And I'm able to step in front of it and run a pick six back to the end zone, 93 yards. And literally that wins the game. For me, it wasn't about me getting the accolade. It was about us winning together, There was a game against Wayne State. I set some records. I had 4 interceptions and a punt return for a touchdown, but we lost that game. I cried. I mean, as a college football player, I remember in the locker room just like, it doesn't matter what records, we lost the game. I was learning a little bit of what does it look like to not win and to have to work and fight through that. We didn't play for championships. We went out there and played hard. You can't really say enough like what God and my walk with Jesus is, how it's impacted me. It was amazing to see the ways in which Hillsdale invested in that. As I look back now, I bet he was praying for me. I know she was praying for my wife. I think to myself, there's so many people that had an impact and had input and made a huge investment in me. I never would have thought that Hillsdale would have had the impact that it did on me. And ironically, I didn't go there because it was a conservative school. I didn't go there because it was, I necessarily held the principles that Hillsdale stood for. But being there helped me understand the importance of those things. If you asked me what your dream was growing up as a kid, it wasn't the major leagues or the NBA or the NFL. It was really to have a family, and so I can honestly say that I'm living my dream.